the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who changed how we talk about mining media, Wally Graham from Resources Roadhouse. It's about time I got you on the other side of the mic. How are you?
I'm astounded by that introduction more than anything. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, wonderful.
Now, 4 conferences now, I have quite literally hunted you, and today I chased you down successfully. Listen, you were an early mover when it came to mining media. You've been running Resources Roadhouse now for, 15 years?
Yeah, around 15 years, yeah.
What made you take the written word to YouTube?
Well, it didn't originally go to YouTube. Originally, it went from magazine to magazine to online. So basically, I was working for another company. I decided what I was doing I could do online, so I went and did it online. And then from there, I ended up producing magazines for different conferences, giving small profiles of the participating companies so that the punters could pick up a mag and read about who was going to be here, what they were doing. And then from there, just sort of morphed into standing in front of a camera like this, interviewing people and asking them questions about their projects, their companies and what they're doing.
So how did you see that times were changing from magazine and moving it into videos? Because it was quite ahead of its time when you did this.
It was. I moved from the job I was doing, editing a magazine, and I decided I just didn't want to work there anymore. So I thought, what am I going to do? And then I thought, well, there was an opening at that time. Nobody was doing that online. So there was a bit of an opening there. Well, let's give that a crack, see if I can do that. So I introduced that idea online. Other people then followed, and other media outlets followed and started doing that. So I had to reinvent again. So I thought, no, what am I going to do now? So I had to teach myself how to use a camera, how to do things, how to edit things and all that sort of stuff as well. And so I ended up doing that, but I was always hanging around the conferences, especially the RIU and the vertical events conferences. Stewie McDonald allowed me to come to his conferences and let me do my thing. And from there, I've just kept on going and become part of the furniture, so to speak.
And a lovely part of the furniture at that. And we're going to tap onto your work with RIU in just a moment. But in this digital age, why should investors still come to these conferences? You know, what can be found here that can't be found online?
The people, that's why you come to the conferences, because you come to the conference and you have access to company directors, you have company executives. They're sitting here. If you've got an investment in a company that's here, you can actually go up and talk to the people who are spending your money, who are doing it, and you can actually get an idea about the people who you've entrusted your investment with. So you walk up and say, what are you doing? And more often than not, people find out, they start to develop a real relationship. If you come to enough of these conferences, everybody starts to know each other, and some company directors go, oh, bloody hell, here they come again. But the rest of the time, it is people getting to know each other. So you get investors actually knowing the people who are running the companies.
It is. It's a great way to bring those people together. Now, just to round out today's conversation, how long have you been working alongside RIU and their conferences now?
Oh, bloody hell, I reckon, I'll just say for quite some time, at least 10 years. As I said, when I sort of kicked things off, I needed access to these sort of events. And so Stewie was kind enough to let me come along, so allow me to do that, from which I was then able to establish relationships with different MDs, chair people, everybody who runs a company. So I suppose, as I said before, I've become part of the furniture as far as the conferences go. So people expect me to walk around with my camera and ask questions, and sometimes I stand smart, sometimes I don't. But that's part of the gig.
It certainly is. Listen, I really appreciate you jumping on camera with me today. As I said,
it's always a pleasure.
I've chased you down for a long time now, but I do believe that knockoff drinks are nearly in order. So maybe we should go have one of those.
You're talking my language, Shae. Yeah, no, that's where I do my best work, of course. So, why not?